step we want to do when finding the inverse, because that's what that question is asking, right? You're trying to find the inverse. First thing we want to do is replace f of x with y, because it just makes our math simpler, and swap our variables. Remember, guys, we looked at the graph of f of x and f inverse of x, and we saw that the x and y coordinates, all the coordinates on one were swapped with the other ones, right? The x and the y's were swapped. So the absolute first step you guys are going to do for every single problem you're trying to find the inverse is swap the variables. I did that 5 different times for you. Make sure that's the first thing you guys get started, okay? Then, now, so that should be your question mark. That should be what do I do? That should be the I know at least how to get started. Now, the algebra starts to come in, and that's where I know a lot of us are going to vary. We have a y minus 3. We can't have a y minus, we can't solve for y when it's in the denominator. So we're going to multiply by y minus 3 times both sides. Okay? That divides out. And so you're left with y minus 3 times that. Oh, let's just distribute that. Then I distribute yx minus 3x equals 1. Now in this example, it's a little bit different. We can't really, in this example, we can't really solve, we got to solve for the y. So we could add the 3x and then divide by the x. That's perfectly fine. So you could just add 3x to both sides. And you'd have y equals 1 plus 3x. Or I'm sorry, you'd have yx. And then divide by x. You have y equals 1 plus 3x divided by x. Okay? That's actually one way. Another way to look at that is you could actually factor out the x. And then divide by x on both sides. And then you have y minus 3 equals 1 over x, and then add 3. Y equals 1 over x plus 3. And the reason why that works again, my black marker's good. You're stealing my And that works because if you were to simplify this, you'd get y equals 1 over x plus 3x over x, which is really the same thing. Okay? So therefore, when we say f inverse, then we just rewrite this in f inverse form, which is 1 over x plus 3. Okay? Anybody have any questions? I solved it 2 different